Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
It's football season, and Rose Brothers is happy again to help sponsor the Breathitt Bobcats here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. When you're outfitting your athletes or need warm weather gear, visit us at Rose Brothers. Our Under Armour, Columbia, and Simply Southern outerwear are just what you need to keep the chill away. And see our athletic and active footwear for your whole family. And we offer no-fee layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. You can always see what's going on at Rose Brothers on the web at rosebros.com. Then come see us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
out to the Turner family, Tessa, Shane, and Mose, and all of our fine Turners that we think so much of and care so much about. Isaac Wheels Turner, grandmother, they lost Eva Jean today, and we just want to send the whole broadcast out to them and let them know that we're thinking about them in this tough time. And I know it's tough on Wheels, but we appreciate the young man's effort. He's out here on the field as one of our team captains getting ready to come out at the 50-yard line. But we just want to let the Turners know we love them and their thoughts and prayers are with them. And we'll send this out to Mose and the whole family and wish them the best. So as mentioned, the Bobcats come across the field from the visitor side. Evan Miller, James Ogans, Isaac Wheels Turner, and Wesley Abner walk out onto the field with Coach Kyle Moore.
Number 79,
and we have two
James Ogans.
Admirals walking out with their coach Frank Parks.
22, Isaac Turner.
And I am trying to get to my roster real quick just to get you those numbers. Number 3 is Braden Ballman. And
16,
number 16,
Caleb Wilcher. And number
Caleb Wilcher.
3, Braden Ballman.
I'm just making sure that we've got those names right because the Admirals have on some special jerseys here tonight. But so the team captain's out at midfield. Eric, battle of the district tonight. I think the Bobcats have solidified themselves, at least in second place right now. They've got to get through tonight to kind of finish things up. This is their last district battle between Somerset, Leslie, and Danville. Danville, I believe, has one more after tonight. So the Admirals win the toss, and they will receive. So the Bobcats will get the ball at the start of the third quarter after the second half.
Yeah, the Bobcats need to be ready to play tonight, Rob. This Danville team, as you mentioned earlier, they don't have the greatest record right now in the district and not threatening to be a challenger for a playoff berth, but Bobcats still need to be on top of their game. Last week we saw the Bobcats put together probably their most complete game all year. And, I want to see that continued here tonight. I thought Coach Moore really had his team ready to go last week. They looked good all three phases of the game. They were executing. They were hustling all over the field. They played disciplined ball. And I'd really like to see that out of them again tonight, playing with intensity, playing with some speed and some aggressiveness. It's like we just mentioned, even though Danville may be having a down year, that doesn't mean that they could, can't surprise the Bobcats here tonight.
If you look on the sign on the front of the stadium, anybody that has that many state championships has a deep history in football, and they get down to business when it's necessary. Like I said earlier, this used to be called Titletown for a reason. When Coach Sam Harp was here and the Admirals were vying for a state championship year after year, Eric and myself were down on the field reminiscing. And earlier, I don't remember a whole lot about the location. I remember some of the plays and some of the things about that night when we played here in 1995.
To the visitor side.
Doing a little history today, and I went back and looked, and I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that Danville and the Bobcats have not met since 1998. I could be wrong, but in 1998, Danville came calling to the Riverbank and knocked out Coach Holcomb's 1998 team, who was quarterbacked by none other Coach Kyle Moore here tonight. Knocked them out of the semi-state, and Danville went on to lose in the state championship game to Caldwell County. In 1998, both of those teams, Danville and the Bobcats, only had 2 losses. Both of them were among the top 5 in their region. Danville was actually second in Region 3 most of the year in the ratings. Breathitt coming in at 4th in the 4th region.
The officials for tonight's game.
Just a little bit of history. I want to give a shout out to Brian Milam. Brian Milam has a great 9-minute video on YouTube that you can get on there and watch. There's not any commentary, but a lot of good memories and a lot of history there in that game back in 1998. We're here a few years later. Coach Kyle Moore brings his team in looking to go 3-1 in the district, and to put a win on Danville here on their home turf. Like you said, in the course, in being able to do that, we have to play with the intensity. We have to play with the focus. We have to play with the execution and the I hate to use the word, but the comfortable attitude that Dylan Stacy had last week. I think that was surveyed into across the whole team.
Yes.
They were very focused, but they were comfortable playing together. Braxton Terry puts the boot to it. We're going to kick this one off. It's going to fall back around the 13-yard line, and the Admirals will bring it out of there. They're up to about the 30 now. A young man finally brought down up close to the 33-yard line.
By number 2, Trumbo.
And that was number 2, Trumbo, for the Admirals. The Montre Trumbo.
33-yard line where the Admirals will take
senior on this Admiral team. So the Admirals will come out tonight. They have on purple and gold jerseys with their usual silver pants. The Bobcats, the seniors taking
number
a vote
6,
for this game, wearing their black pants with white jerseys and blue numerals. So let's see defensively what the Cats can do early. Admirals with 2 receivers to the left. They put a man in motion back in the spread, and he will throw it short, little screen play, and still on his feet, but brought down by a host of Bobcats. I believe that looked like Corey Combs that got out there.
Yeah, Corey did a great job of seeing the play and reacting to it, not letting that receiver get anything after the catch, Rob.
Braxton Terry also in on the tackle.
Short gain on the play. 2nd and 9.
Trying to see who else that could have been. Ethan Bowling lined up on this side too. So we are sitting high atop the Admiral Stadium, and Eric and I were talking. This was probably one of the nicest facilities in that time frame when this was built. The Admirals run a little sweep play off to the right, and the Bobcats shut it down, tackled for a loss. We got a flag coming in from the Admirals sideline from the line judge.
Flag on the play.
Another play by Corey Combs there. Read it and responded real good, able to kind of slow the ball carrier down, and a host of Bobcats coming there and helping him make the tackle. I like what I'm seeing right now, the Bobcat defense.
Corey timed that perfectly, too. Combs coming on the blitz, and he timed that perfectly. Penalty against the Admirals. I didn't catch what the penalty was, but the penalty for the Admirals will be a 10-yard penalty, and they will take it back now.
I think that was a block below the knees, Rob.
Was that what it was? Okay.
I think so.
Thank you, sir. I didn't catch the call.
And 20.
2nd and 20 for the Admirals. The ball back at the 29-yard line now. So the Admirals got a lot of room. 24. Yeah, 24-yard line, my bad. Admirals got a lot of room on the field to get to the first down. Trips to the right. Quarterback back in the spread, calls for the snap. He'll take it. Sits back, flushed out of the pocket to Ethan Bowling and Braxton Terry in tow. Terry gets to him just as the throw is made, but it is incomplete. Receiver able to get a hand on it, but he was already down. Ball hits the turf, so the pass is incomplete.
Number 13,
They'll bring up 3rd and long.
Rob, it looks like this Bobcat defense is picking up right where they left off last week. Got a great push up front, was able to flush the quarterback and force him to make a difficult throw, not able to make the completion. Forcing a 3rd and very long here.
Trying to get over to my sponsor list here so we can get those ready to go. 10:23 on the clock. Admirals still on the 24-yard line, and they'll stay in the trips right formation. Now they'll put the single back in motion, empty backfield, and we got a whistle right as the ball snapped.
Flag on the play.
And the penalty will go against the Admirals, and that'll back them up 5 yards to delay game.
Penalty.
Yeah. It's going to make that 3rd and 25.
3rd down.
3rd and really long now for the Admirals as their quarterback now standing back in the red zone waiting on the snap. One back in the backfield, trips right, single receiver to the left. Bobble snap, running back comes up with it. Combs there. Might have been Terry. I believe it was. I believe Braxton was in on to make the tackle, and Corey Combs both. As soon as the ball was snapped, it just went off the right hand of the quarterback, and it actually bounced right into the running back, and the young man able to hang on to it and not able to make anything out of it. The Bobcats there to end the busted play just about as soon as it happened, and the Admirals will go into punt formation now with 9:48 on the clock.
Yeah, great awareness there by the ball carrier.
Good punt for the Admirals. It'll fall back around the 50, bounce into Bobcat territory, and it'll roll back to about the 33-yard line. So the Bobcats with decent field position as the offense will come out onto the field. And we already know we have skill players and some people on this team that we like to make note of and keep an eye on. We'll see what the Bobcats come out and do first on this first offensive series. I want to say special thanks to People's Bank of Jackson for sponsoring our first downs here tonight. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. The Bobcats' first down of the night will take place from the 33-yard line. 9:35 on the clock. Admirals in a three-man front. 4 linebackers. Stacy steps out, throws a short screen pass to Isaac Wheels Turner, and Wheels going to pick up about 5 yards on that play. As
pass complete.
He'll get up to Turner. About the 30.
Brought down on the
see,
play.
We're going to spot it out. 37-yard line.
So.
Yeah, that's a bread and butter play for the Bobcats. Anybody who's watched their film knows they like to run that. They've been able to break some big plays on that, but the Admirals are ready for it that time.
Yeah. Admirals shut it down pretty quick. A good little, it's like we've talked about before. Isaac is hard to stop, especially if he gets a step on you. 2 receivers to the left now. Give up inside to Gibson. And Gibson going to pick up the first down, but we got a flag coming from the backfield as Gibson gets it up to about the 50-yard line. And
carried by Gibson.
A penalty will go against the Bobcats.
Flag on the play.
And holding will bring that one back.
That's unfortunate. That was a really good run by Gibson there. He showed some toughness, good vision there, Rob. Able to pick up the first down. Unfortunately, it's not going to stand.
A 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Trying to look through the numbers, make sure we've got everybody in these white jerseys right on our list. Austin Barker, receiver to the right, and the Bobcats and the hard count by Dylan Stacy, able to draw the defense off sides as they jump into the neutral zone. So the Cats pick up the 5 yards
penalty
in the other direction now, as they'll gain that back, and it'll be repeat of second down. Ball on the 34-yard line now. 8:42 on the clock. Cats go back to work. Stacy single back beside of him is Gibson. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. He'll take the snap, give it up inside to Gibson. Gibson finds a hole. It'll be tackled right around the line of scrimmage. The ball came out, but he was already down, I believe.
Carried by Gibson.
So that'll bring up third down.
Down by number 65, Keegan Jones.
About 7, looks to me like from here.
It's third down.
8 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock.
You know, the Bobcats got a good push up front on that last play, but the one defender that they weren't able to move off the ball was able to make the tackle there on Gibson.
Exactly right. Cats get set, trips to the left, single receivers, Barker to the right. Stacy sits back, plenty of time in the pocket. He'll throw across the middle of the field, got a man open. Pass is made complete up around the 46 or 47-yard line. They'll drive him back, and, of course, the referee will spot the ball, looks like, around the 47-yard line of Admiral territory. So that'll bring up another People's Bank
brought down on the play by
Jackson first down, courtesy of Brady Tincher. So Brady cutting across the middle of the field. He makes the reception, and the Bobcats move the chains.
Another good play for the Bobcats offensive line. Good protection. Stacy had plenty of time to survey the field and find his receiver.
Cats go into the wishbone. Turn, give in the backfield to Corey Combs. Corey tripped up. He'll bounce forward to the 40. So another pickup of yards from the wishbone. I tell you what, the Cats, anytime they need a little spark,
Combs on the carry.
the offense can look to the wishbone, and we always seem like we always pick up positive yards in that formation.
Second and 4.
You know, Rob, my eyes aren't what they used to be, and we're a long way from the field, but it looks like the Bobcats are just bigger up front. It looks like they may be able to just kind of bully the Admirals here tonight on the line.
They really do. That time, play blown up
And fifth man.
in the backfield as Braden Boffman comes barreling through on a blitz, and tackle made for a loss. And move the chains back maybe a yard.
Boffman.
Ball going to be sitting right at the 45. Cats will come back and get into the huddle now. 6:34 on the clock.
Correction, 7.
Third down and 7 for the Cats. Wishbone again. Stacy goes under center. Tries to draw the defense off again, and he does. We got a flag from the line judge. Encroachment on the defense. Cats will pick up the 5 yards, and the Admirals will walk it back.
Flag on the play.
Good job by Stacy. That's the second time early here in the game he's able to use his count to get his team 5 yards.
5-yard penalty.
There's a big difference in 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 2.
Yeah, big difference.
In 2.
Thanks again to our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. And Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Stacy in a wishbone, turns again, give to Combs. Combs lowers his shoulder, fights forward, looks to have the first down. Good push up front for the Cats. Got just enough to bring up another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they'll move the chains.
For a first down.
And we got a little personnel change as we see John Carter Holland come into the game. Isaac Wills Turner, Brady Tincher trips to the right now for the Cats. Single back will be Gibson just to the left of Stacy. Barker's the far receiver. Stacy rolls out to his right, got a man in tow. He'll throw across the field. Caught over near the sideline and by Brady Tincher with another big reception for the senior here tonight.
Tincher.
Nice catch, and that'll move the chains for another People's Bank of Jackson. First down for the Cats. Good pass play that time from Stacy to Tincher.
Yeah, that's a nice execution by the Bobcats. I said it a few times last week. I'll say it again here. I love what Coach Moore's doing with his offense, utilizing the skill set of his quarterback, rolling him out, moving the pocket. You know, he's kind of changing the launch point for him, and he's giving him the opportunity to kind of get some easy passes here.
A little bit of a broken wing as they'll give to Colin Combs out of the backfield. Colin going to get up to about the 15-yard line. Good run by Colin. Seeing some minutes early here in the backfield for the Bobcats. Good to see him out on offense.
Carried by Combs.
Yeah, just another weapon here for Coach Moore in this Bobcat offense.
5 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. We haven't talked much about our offensive line
3-yard gain.
Jacob Parker, Sawyer,
second and
Hall,
7.
Evan Miller, Waylon Abner, and Chris Neese up front doing the dirty work for the Cats. Give again to Colin. He cuts it back inside. Pick up a good yards as he gets up to about the 5-yard line before he's knocked down. Really knocked down from behind.
Yeah. You said it. The offensive line they were excellent on that play. Got a good push.
Brought down on
the really just kind of blew up the whole line of scrimmage right there, Rob.
6-yard
ball up to the 6-yard line.
Make it first.
That'll make it first and goal from the Cats from the 6 as they continue to eat into Danville territory and knocking on the door of the end zone now. Stacy goes back to the spread. He'll give inside to Gibson. Gibson powers forward. He'll get up to about the 3-yard line.
Just a little bit of a high snap there. Stacy was able to handle it, get it to the ball carrier. Didn't seem to affect the play.
Thanks again to the law office of Darrell Harold. Over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. No job too big or too small. Second and goal for the Cats. Stacy, designed keeper, gets a block and walks into the corner of the end zone. So that'll be a go time scoring play for the Cats. Stacy, a designed keeper play, and you spoke a lot about it, Eric. Coach Moore using his quarterback not only to build the momentum of the offense, but also to get everybody on the team comfortable. They're playing well together. You've seen a lot of different guys touching the ball, passes, running, wishbone, spread. There we see a keeper into the end zone. Terry on to kick the extra point. It's up and it's good. Had plenty of distance on that one. Split the uprights. So the first kick by Terry is good. That'll make it 7-0.
Yeah, I really like what Coach Kyle is doing. The team has evolved over the course of the season, and he's evolved in the way he's using his quarterback and using his players, and I think it's benefit the whole team. They're like you said, they've looked more comfortable. They've been able to move the ball and score some points the last week or two.
You know, we moved the ball down the field. It took us a couple of plays to get started back here when it was back around the 30 on our own side of the 50, and after a couple penalties and some things worked out for us, they seemed to get the gears rolling a little bit, and they got into the wishbone, picked up some positive yards. Two great pass plays that time, both receptions made by Breathitt County, the senior, bringing out the leadership here on offense. Brady doing a great job. Big reception up here around the 20-yard line, making it right close to the red zone for the Cats. So looking good early on offense. Defensively, we'll see what they do when they come back out. Right now, Terry battling the wind, trying to get the ball set up on the tee. Once again, he and Gibson will line up, and
Trumbo and Sellers.
It looks like they're going to kick that onside kick, and that time Braxton has a little pooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
Up close to the 33-yard line, I believe, 34 maybe, before it goes out of bounds. Thanks again to our sponsors, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents. He has over 22 years experience. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and Painful. Rose Brothers Department Store, locations in Jackson and Bataville. Shop in the store or online at ROSEBROS.com. Give a shout out to our man Donovan Rose. Messaged me right as me and Matt got here and started setting up. He was getting ready to make his first time run down at Clay City tonight as they have battled the weather most of the day. I wish the Bobcats best of luck. We send him the same wishes. Ball tipped that time. Pass intended across midfield. And it was tipped. I think it was intended for number 3. Those Admiral jerseys hard to see. It's number 4.
Ball's incomplete.
That is Xavier Level.
We'll make it 2nd and 10.
Admirals tried a first down pass. They're looking to get this drive started off with a bang, just not able to execute, make the completion.
Somebody on the Bobcat defense got a hand on that one and tipped it. Level unable to make the reception. We got a stacked set of 3 receivers to the left now for the quarterback as he turns. Screenplay going to be caught, and he's up to the 50, up to the 40, and he's got one man to beat, and that's Isaac Wills Turner, and they're still battling. Ball comes loose. Tolson able to take him down out of bounds. And
Guess pass.
Everything comes out all right.
To number 2, Trumbo.
Yeah, Brady Tincher, it looked like he was going to pick off that screen pass there at first, but it was able to slip by him, and Danville turned it into a big gain right there.
25-yard line. That gain is good for a first down. Admirals.
So the Admirals pick up the People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank of Jackson, proud supporter of our Bobcats, sponsoring our first downs. Quarterback waiting on the snap. One receiver each side. He'll fake. Stumbles out of there. Chased out of there by Terry. Throws down the middle of the field. Caught. Tackled by about 3 or 4 Bobcats, but a nice catch. Good reception by the Admirals. And that'll be another first down for the Admirals as they'll get it up to the 10-yard line.
Right down at the 10-yard line.
It looks like the Admirals have found something here. They've been able to complete a couple of passes. Maybe they found a way they believe they can attack this defense.
Quarterback did a good job getting out of there that time. He actually came out of there stumbling. Looked like he was going to lose his feet. The quarterback is Braylon Guest, number 6. Guest, a junior for this Admiral squad. He's got trips to the left, man in motion. He'll follow that man as a blocker. Designed quarterback keeper. He's looking for the corner. He tries to get around the edge, and he's taken out of bounds around the 9-yard line. So Guest that time on the run.
The young man looked like he had some pretty good speed there, but the Bobcats were disciplined, able to stretch it out and get him out of bounds there without him turning the corner and picking up a gain.
I hope I'm right on the number.
Carried by
number 6 is Guest. Yeah, that is correct. The guy here doing the calling at the stadium just confirmed that for me.
Goal from the 9-yard line.
Must have read my mind. Two receivers each side, stacked one behind the other for the Admirals. Single back behind him is number 3, and he'll give to him right up the middle, and he'll get up to about the 3-yard line. The Cats say there's a fumble. Referee's going to run in. The Bobcats have taken the ball at the 3-yard line as the Admirals cough it up close to the goal line, and the Bobcats come up with a takeaway, and that's one of the most important aspects of the ball game. We don't see a whole lot of, but when it happens, you want to capitalize on it. So we'll see what the Bobcats can do.
Yeah, big play for the defense there.
4-yard line.
Danville was driving inside the 5 even there on that play, but turned it over, and now the Bobcats have it back. They're going to try to add to their lead here.
Ball carrier that time was Braden Boffman. I hope I'm saying his last name right, a junior for the Ads. Stacy going to give to Gibson back in the backfield. Gets a great block from Sawyer Hall. And Gibson going to be run out of bounds up about the 22-yard line. A great run that time and a good block by Sawyer. And we've got some laundry down on the field. Seeing where the flag's at, where it came from. They must have already picked it up. The holding penalty will go against
on the offense.
The Bobcats, and it'll be a holding penalty. Be half the distance, I do believe, since it's seems where the ball's at on the field. Another change of personnel for the Cats. Looks like Terry and Tolson, I believe. No, that's Gibson. Terry and Gibson will come back into the game. And we had a couple of receivers, running backs going out. So change up some numbers and some personnel. Must have been Tolson because Gibson was the ball carrier, if I'm correct.
1st and 8.
And that was Corey Combs coming into the game. Terry also entered the tight end blocking, and Combs going to get up to about the 5-yard line as we switch to the wishbone with our backs to the end zone. Ball now up to the 5.
Number 65, Keegan Jones with the tackle.
The Bobcat offensive line did a good job pushing the defensive lineman back, but
making 2nd and 9.
One of the linebackers there for the Admirals did a real good job of reading that and just meeting the ball carrier in the hole. There's nowhere there for Combs to go.
Well, I'm pleased to see that, we scored first, and Danville was making a pretty good drive at the end zone, knocking on the door when they coughed up the ball. And it's important for this offense not to only get some yards, but to run out some clock here in the first quarter. That time, the handoff made to Gibson, and Gibson will push it up to about the 15-yard line. Should be a first down, and it is. It's a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats.
Yeah,
James will move.
Another good push by the offensive line. Big hole for Gibson there. He's had a few big runs already, although a few have been caught back due to penalties.
We'll keep our eye on Big Evan Miller as he had an ankle injury earlier in the week, and Big E out playing center tonight and got the ankle taped. We'll keep an eye on him, make sure that he's well all night long. Give to John Carter Holland out of the backfield. Carter spins, loses the ball. So the fumble by the Cats coughed up around the
fumble on the play
16, 17-yard line, and the Cats will give it back to the Admirals.
The Admirals will take over 1st and 10.
So that'll be a People's Bank first down for the Admirals. They're going to set it down.
Number 20, Marquise Elmore
at the 19
with the fumble recovery.
Both ball teams swapping turnovers down here on this end of the field. Good to see the Bobcat defense playing good, but they've got their backs against the wall right now. I want to see how they come out and handle this situation.
Defensively, you got to be really aware of your assignment right now and aware of who you're on the field and play your keys and responsibility because the Admirals with a little momentum. We got a quick whistle and another flag down, and it'll be false start on the offense. So the Admirals will back things up 5 yards. Coach Frank Parks of the Admirals out on the field, not real happy about that call.
5-yard penalty.
Maybe not too happy with his lineman. One of the guys that
1st and 15
penalty was called on.
Been a lot of penalties here in this first quarter, Rob.
We'll say thanks to everybody that's watching us, either on Facebook or YouTube. Glad you guys are hanging in with us for this audio broadcast as we bring you the district play between the Cats and the Admirals. Wish we could bring it to you in a live stream and video, but we're here in voice only tonight, and we appreciate you guys staying with us. Guest's going to roll out of there and be chased out of bounds. We may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job there by the Bobcat defense up front and on the back end. Was looking to go. I believe Guess was looking to throw that into the end zone right there.
Yeah, he was.
But, receiver well covered, and the linebackers and linemen got there and flushed him out, not able to find the receiver.
He was rolling to his left, looking to the end zone, and just didn't have anybody there. Everybody was covered up. Folks, it has turned from fall to winter real quick here tonight as we've had to layer up. We got about a 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing here, sitting outside the press box. And we got another whistle, and the referee's going to walk up to the line, and they're going to move the ball over to the hash. So instead of being on midfield, the Admirals will start from the left hash. Ball sitting now on about the 22-yard line. 1:17 on the clock. Cats up 7-0. Admirals, second and long, man in motion. Guest will give to him. Around the corner, chased out of there by Tincher. Still on his feet, drove out of bounds, just shy of the first down marker.
Number 2, Trumbo with the carry.
I'm not sure who it was. I think it was, looked like number 4, Holland. Somebody made a big hit over there on the sideline, Rob, to knock the ball carrier out of bounds.
Demontre Trumbo doing a lot of the workload here for the Admirals offense early in this game. Trumbo that time pick up
third,
some big yards, third and about 3 now.
And 4 for the Admirals.
Ball on the 12-yard line. Trips to the left for Guest as he'll come up. Empty backfield, 2 receivers to his right. Puts a man in motion. That's Trumbo again. Chased out of there by Corey Combs, and that's a sack. Quarterback sack by Corey Combs coming on the blitz. Tackle for a loss back behind the original line of scrimmage. That's what you need to see defensively when the team is threatening.
Brought down by Combs
in the red zone.
Yeah, that was a great play by Combs. Great execution on that blitz. Timed it up perfectly. Hit the hole at just the right time. Came through untouched. The quarterback never had a chance.
And about 11 for the Admirals.
So if I'm looking at this correctly, the Admirals are bringing in the field goal kicker.
Wiltshire
must have a lot of confidence in this young man. Wind blowing very briskly here tonight.
Well, he's got the wind at his back right now.
He does right now. Oh, it bobbled to snap. Cats get in there, and so the snap back to the holder went awry. And Wiltshire has to throw it forward, and it was complete.
Take over first and 10.
The Cats will take over on downs. The ball didn't travel far enough to pick up the first down for the Admirals. Bobcats will come out with the People's Bank of Jackson first down from the 20-yard line. Cats deep in their own territory. Got a little bit of work to do. Offensively, looks like they're coming out 2 receivers each side now for Stacy, and Gibson will be the single back just to his right. Stacy takes a snap. Give up inside to Gibson. Gibson dancing around looking for room, still on his feet. Taken down up around the 30-yard line. I think they'll call it the 29.
Brought down on the play by
Good run that time by Gibson. Gibson's got good vision, Eric. He's, that time he actually had an Admiral back in the backfield with him, not close to the mesh point where he took the handoff, but just shy of him by a few yards, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Bobcats up 7-0 on the Admirals. We'll come back after this message here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They're hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We are back from Danville, Kentucky, here in Boyle County. Big matchup in the district action tonight for the Danville Admirals as they host the Breathitt Bobcats. Bobcats will flip sides of the field. They'll be going right to left now on your Bluegrass Sports Nation radio dial. I always wanted to say that. Cats, 2 receivers each side. Gibson will flip now, go to the right side of Stacy. Stacy waits on the snap. Give to Gibson inside. Admirals there waiting on him. One of those, big number 71.
Carried by Gibson.
Josiah Israel.
Brought down on the play by number 71.
Good penetration up front for the Admirals right there. That play really didn't have a chance. Gibson hitting the backfield before he could get anything going.
Special thanks to our sponsors, PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, stop by and see Scott and the guys for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs. Stacy, 2 receivers each side again. Gibson off the right. He's got plenty of room to run. He's up inside in the middle, still on his feet. He gets across the 50 all the way up to about the 41-yard line. So another People's Bank of Jackson first down for Gibson and the Cats.
Carry.
People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success.
On the play.
Yeah, like you said, Coach Moore's going with a hurry-up offense here. And right now, there's could be 2 reasons for that. One, Danville has a very small roster here, so he can tire the opponent out and help his team out. Also, late in the season like this, you want to prepare your teams for times when you have to go fast.
I got to give it to Coach Parks and the Admirals. To finish this sentence here in a minute, as a screenplay over to Isaac Wills Turner, taken out of bounds in front of the Admirals bench.
Pass complete to Turner.
Probably a tackle for loss. I don't think he got back.
The play by Trumbo.
Are they going to give him the line of scrimmage or not? Looked like maybe a loss of a yard.
No gain on the play.
Anyway, the Admirals at 0-7, I believe, or 0-8 right now. Faced with not an easy schedule, and the roster much different in front of us than the one you see on paper on KHSAA. Give inside to Corey Combs. Wait, was that Kylan? Yep, number 25. Kylan making a name for himself early in the first half here. We all know Kylan can do it, but these folks down here may not know. Trips to the right for Stacy. Kylan will be the back just to the left of Stacy. Barker, the receiver here in front of us. They give to Kylan Combs again. Kylan picks up the first down, still on his feet, driving forward up to about the 19-yard line into the red zone. So another big run for Kylan Combs.
Kylan Combs is showing excellent vision right there, able to find the open ground and get big runs.
I mean, reminiscent of another freshman that you and I watched run all over the field here a few years ago.
Yep, very true, very true.
Mr. Jonathan Chapman. We got a timeout, and we'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back after this message.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
We are back from Admiral Stadium here in Danville, Kentucky. The Cats up 7-0 to 9:33 on the clock. Into the red zone now. Ball on the 19-yard line. Cats moving right to left. Tell you what, Eric, one thing we noticed when we were out walking, the field is in excellent shape here. It dried out well today after the rains. It's got a good crown on it. One of the nicest Bermuda grass fields that I've ever seen or walked on. It was like carpet.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same too. It's probably the nicest high school field that I've seen besides these new turf fields.
Trips to the left and they give up inside to Corey Combs. Corey Combs going to go into the end zone, but we got flags.
Corey saw what little brother was doing and said, anything you can do, I can do better.
The referee that threw the flag also signaled for the touchdown, so we'll see what the call is. He's talking to a couple of the Admirals right now. Whitehat is out here at midfield, and it's going to be holding on the Bobcats
against Breathitt County.
So that'll walk it back.
A 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
10-yard penalty from the spot, and the ball will be back at about the 16-yard line, I do believe, from here, it looks like. So it'll be first down and 6. Touchdown called back with the penalty.
You know, Corey's wanting to get the ball back after that.
Oh, yeah. Stacy takes it, hands it in the backfield. Isaac Wheels Turner cuts back across the field, up at the middle of the field. He made a couple of nice cuts. And Isaac Wheels Turner finds the end zone for a Steak and Shake scoring drive for the Cats. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes. Isaac that time takes the handoff, made a couple of cuts, didn't like what he had on the left side of the field, brought it back in to the middle of the field, and made his way into the end zone real quickly. The guy's got, I think he's found fifth and sixth gear pretty easily here tonight. Terry steps up to kick the extra point. Had a couple Admirals coming, and
one of the Admiral coaches is down here having a few words with the ref, and just had some laundry come out. He may have used some inappropriate language. Do you reckon?
Well, there's also one at midfield, too. A couple of flags. One on the sideline here at the probably the defensive coordinator, and one at midfield, and the referees are out talking it over. The kick by Terry was good. It split the uprights. They've not put it on a board yet. So we're going to have to re-kick it? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I think they called offsetting penalties there.
What was the penalty on us? Was it?
I didn't see.
I didn't either. I had two flags, and looks like Terry's going to come back onto the field. And I see Evan Miller and Brady Tincher coming back onto the field.
Flag on the play. Running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker was the penalty against Danville. So I think the acceptance of the penalty, they've decided to go for two. I'm confused on why the head referee still talking to the other referees through his mic. We're going to go for two. We'll come out in a wishbone. Terry now goes from kicker to tight end. 9:12 on the clock, 13-0, and we got a whistle right at the snap. And we got
something on the Admirals. I didn't see the.
I think it was offsides on the Admirals. So we'll get to run this extra point, 2-point conversion here shortly.
I wish I was running a tally of the flags here. There's been a lot.
I wish he was running a heater is what I wish he was running.
Let's get over here.
It's kind of chilly here, folks. Probably not as cold as it was back in 95, but Stacy goes back under center into the wishbone, turns, gives, first back through, crosses the end zone. Trying to see who it is. It's a quick play.
The 2-point conversion is good.
That's Jason Tolson. So Tolson crosses the end zone, picks up the 2-point conversion. Cats go up 15-0 with 9:12 on the clock. Thanks again to our sponsors, Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous Hoagies, Family Pharmacy, and Hometown Pharmacy. Great people who have your safety at heart, and I've always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Breathitt County Farm Bureau with agents Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Big on commitment, big on Kentucky, and Seth and Chuck remind you that they are big on Breathitt County. ARH Healthcare System of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals and many multi-specialty physician practices. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, give David a call. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County and Jackson.
Yeah, I think they're moving the kickoff up because of the
on the Admirals.
So we got an unsportsmanlike conduct call. That's probably the penalty we had down here earlier. They're just assessing it on the kickoff. So the 15-yard penalty means that Terry is going to spot the ball on the 45-yard line of the Admirals to kick it off. This could be interesting because if Terry gets into it, it could go to the back of the end zone, or the Cats may end up kicking an onside kick. Here we go. We'll see what happens. And we got an onside kick by Gibson. Bounces up, takes a hop, but the Admiral's able to come up with it, I do believe. So a good call by Coach Moore. I would have done the same thing. I would have went for the onside kick with the ball already on the 45-yard line of your
recovered by number 50,
opponent.
Shelton.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very difficult play. One of the hardest in football. Why not give your kids some live action practice on it? There.
Right. Call Big Blue Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs. He is an HVAC contractor serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. Thacker Grigsby, the best in telephone, television, and internet, serving Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, and Leslie counties. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. We couldn't do it without all these fine folks getting behind our Bobcats and sponsoring them here in the final game of their district play tonight. Guest rolls out, screen pass, and it's going to be dropped, incomplete. Pass intended for number 4. That's Lavelle, I guess you could say.
Level.
They say Lavelle here on the broadcast, so we'll stay with Lavelle.
Second,
9:04 on the clock. Admirals moving left to right. 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Guest, 2 receivers now to his right. Maybe going to bring the third one over. That is number 2. That is Trumbo. That'll be the outside receiver. Easily so far tonight. Looks like the quickest of the Admiral skill players is Trumbo. And he's going to give in the backfield to number 3. He makes a couple of guys miss, gets up close to the first down marker. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. That is Braden Ballman. Ballman's made some big defensive plays too here for
the
Admirals.
9-yard gain on the play.
Pickup of 9.
3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Admirals. Ball on the 42-yard line. Yeah, you gotta give props to Coach Parks and the Admirals that are out here. Not a huge group of players on the sideline to look for help when it's needed. But you got to commend these guys for staying in the ball game and staying here with their coach and believing in this team when they're still looking for a win this late in the season.
Yeah, 23 players is what they've got dressed right now.
Yeah. Loss of 3 on the play.
Loss of 3 for Boffman.
We'll make it 4th and 4.
4th down and 4 for the Admirals, and I think they're going to go for it. Right now, the offense showing trips to the right. Offensive coordinator for the Admirals giving the signals to his quarterback. Guest gets set, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Guest puts a man in motion. That is Trumbo. They'll take the fake, and he'll throw short over to number 5, and he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line out of bounds. Number 5
to Sellers.
Is Sellers.
Brought down at the 40-yard line.
Freshman, wide receiver
Breathitt County
for the Admirals.
On downs.
And the Bobcats
10
will take over on downs.
40-yard line.
So the Admirals not able to come up with it on the 4th down. Bobcats take over on the 39. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down drive for the Cats.
You know, Rob, I've got to say it again. I like what I'm seeing out of that defense. They're playing very disciplined football right now.
Well, they're flying to the ball. They're all over the field, and it's fun to watch when they're having that much fun. And you can tell they're having fun. Screenplay designed for wheels. And Dylan Stacy is going to go long ball as it goes into the end zone. Pass caught by number 4, John Carter Holland, as he had his man beat. The little screenplay for Isaac out to the right. Dylan
Holland
looked past it and looked down the field and found number 4, Carter Holland. And the young man makes the reception, and that'll be a go time scoring play for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel.
You knew something like that was coming at some point. They run that screen pass to Will so often. At some point, they were going to hit that for a big play, which they did right there.
Terry in to kick the extra point. It's up, and it's good. Splits the uprights. Great kick by Terry. That'll make it 22-0 with 7:28 on the clock.
The tee attempt is good.
Well, the Bobcats are looking really sharp here tonight, Rob, just like they did last week. Look like they're kind of picking up where they left off and could possibly have a big game here tonight.
And we'll stand up and get some blood flowing. I know, Eric, you still think I'm a young man, but I'm getting cold. No comment. You took a long time to comment on that one.
Well,
speaking of young men, I don't know if anybody's listening, but give Jace Combs a holler. Him and Kenton Combs were supposed to be up here with us to talk with us a little bit, and they've up and run off.
Well, they've done a lot of up here tonight, haven't they?
Yeah,
they
sure have.
They've compared Rob to a Disney Pixar character here from the movie Up tonight.
I got my glasses on, folks. I guess it makes me look a little older. Terry will kick it off from the 40, and a good kick, going to fall back around the 20 and take a big roll back to about the 3-yard line. Picked up by Trumbo back there by the Admirals, and he's going to be rode out of bounds right at the sideline at the 11-yard line.
Kick return by number 2, Trumbo.
Great coverage by the Bobcats right there. The return man's got a lot of speed, but he couldn't find anywhere to go because the Bobcats were spread out, staying in their lane just the way they're supposed to. I don't know why.
Well, the wind has picked up, and my colleague we've lost our bag of candy. It's flew off from us here tonight.
That's entirely too much wind.
Yeah, 7:20 on the clock. The high winds. It's a good thing we got the Breathitt High coaches up here beside of us. They're there to clean up. Guest fakes the handoff in the backfield, chased out of there.
Carried by Guest.
Trying to
play by number 20, Barnett.
That's Braden Barnett. So Guest chased out of there and brought down by Barnett, and a big loss of 8 yards. 2nd and 18, ball on the 7-yard line, 6-yard line for the Admirals. Back to the end zone. Offense right now showing trips to the left. And a single receiver to the right is Trumbo. And it looks to me like Trumbo's almost offsides right now. Guest will take the snap. Sits back in the pocket, throws quickly, gets rid of it as he's hit. Ball sails in the air, and Trumbo going to make the catch up around the 31, still on his feet. John Carter Holland trying to chase him down, but Trumbo at the 10, the 5, touchdown Admirals.
Yeah.
And that'll be a steak and shake touchdown scoring drive for the Admirals. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and milkshakes. The Admirals.
Failing guess to DeMonte Trumbo.
Come calling from the 3 or 4 yard line. The ball's back on the 6, but the ball was thrown from about the 2 yard line. Trumbo makes a catch around the 30. We've got a flag down, and the Danville coach sitting here looking at the flag and looking at the referees.
Well, the side judge over had to run back down there and throw the flag down.
So I think it's going to bring the touchdown back. I'm not for sure. They got 6 on the board, but we'll see. The coaches are demanding that the referees come over and talk to them here on the Danville sideline. I think the coach that got the call against him earlier is out here on the numbers wanting to talk to the referees. So the coach is out on the field talking to their troops, and that touchdown play will be brought back with the penalty. So the Admirals, looking like they pulled a rabbit out of the hat. Guest makes a throw, and I don't know if the wind got a hold of that or the hit. He took a hit right as he threw the ball. The ball just kind of floated in the air for a few seconds, and Trumbo comes up with a big catch right around the 30.
Yeah, the way, I mean, the pass was a complete duck. It was just way up in the air. One of the safeties, I didn't catch the number, was tracking the ball, and I believe an offensive player hit him before he could
block in the back. So now the referees are talking it over. I think they're going to have an official timeout. Both teams go to the sidelines to talk to their respective coaches with 6:19 on the clock. The referee, head referee, talking to the line judge on the Bobcat sideline right now, and the rest of the referees gathered over here right around the hash mark talking, and I think that's the just from watching the game, the defensive coordinator for the Admirals out listening in to that conversation.
Illegal touching. I wonder if the receiver wasn't already out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Well, it could possibly be. So that penalty against the Admirals makes the touchdown null, back to 0 on the scoreboard for the Admirals. Line judge going back to his place on the Bobcat sideline. White hat, Mr. Lead Referee over here talking to the Admiral coaches now. We're about to get things sorted out, I believe. That's that was a targeting sims. Oh, okay. I got you. I thought he was showing us something else there for a minute. So after the huge play by the Admirals gets called back, they will line back up on the 4-yard line. Not really lacking in size up front, Eric, on this Admiral line. They've got a couple guys that are pretty beefy, and the rest of them maybe not as tall as those two guys, but I said they're not lacking in size at all. I don't think they can match our quickness on the defensive line right now, though. Trips to the left. Man in motion. Guest sits back, throws quick again to Trumbo. Trumbo cuts it back inside. He's up about the 10-yard line, and he's still on his feet, but he's chased back to the 5 and run out of bounds around the 6.
Pass complete to Trumbo.
Trumbo just able to stay on his feet. He's able to shake 2 or 3 tackles that time. Looked like they had him down around the 10, and he bounces back out to about the 5. He got back to the 6 before he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he's a good ball player. He's a talented kid, got a lot of skill. But I love the persistence of the Bobcat defense right there. They stayed after it, although he did his best to kind of break a few tackles, but they wouldn't let him get away.
So they're going to give him forward progress. They're going to spot the ball on the 8-yard line. So it's still 4th and 16 for the Admirals as they will punt out of their own end zone. Punt will drop around the 40 and take a roll back to the 50, crosses the 50 back to the 49-yard line. So the Cats will take over from their own 49.
There's a punt. Is down.
And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson
Sellers.
first down for the Cats as they'll start this offensive drive from the 49. People's Bank of Jackson.
1st and 10.
Working together to build success.
49-yard line.
5:57 on the clock before the half. Cats up 22-0. The Admirals looking for some life that time. Trumbo did a great job making that catch and getting down the field, and we were really able to see his speed on that run, even though it was brought back. Wynn picks up again. 2 receivers to the right for Stacy. He'll roll to his right, chased out of there. And the ball going to be thrown and caught by Isaac Wills Turner. He makes a move up around the 38-yard line. It's going to be a People's Bank of Jackson.
Stacy's pass.
First down for the Cats as Stacy is complete to Isaac Wills Turner.
Brought down at the Admiral.
Again, Rob, I sound like a broken record here, but I like the play calling there, where they're moving Stacy and just kind of making those pass plays a little more easier is not the right word, but they're taking advantage of his skill set.
Give in the backfield to Corey Combs, I believe, as Combs going to get up to about the 35-yard line.
Combs with the carry. Brought down on the play by Jones.
Good run that time by Corey out of the backfield. Corey will go out and Colin will come in. Bobcats go to the huddle. Stacy goes to the sideline to talk things over with Coach Kyle Moore. Looks like Tolson is going to come in with him, and Gibson will get a break. 4:59 on the clock. Cats up 22-0. Looking to hold on to the ball, maybe score again before the half. The Cats will get the ball coming out in the third quarter. Stacy takes a snap. He'll give in the backfield to Kylan Combs. He's got a blocker, and it's Sawyer Hall. Kylan around the corner, and we got a flag in the backfield.
I think that's going to be a
Combs with the carry.
Man, this has been
Sellers.
It's been a flag-happy game.
Flag on the play
here in the first half.
Holding
against the Bobcats, so that'll bring that run back.
Be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
10-yard from the spot of the foul, so the Cats will walk it back. It'll be Second and long now, second and 19, I believe, by the time they get done. We had a beautiful sunset here earlier. I wish we could have had the live stream up and shown the fans the great backdrop we had here at Admiral Stadium. The rain has stayed away. It's moved out. We got a dry field. Give in the backfield to Kylan Combs. Kylan going to dance around, cuts it back to midfield, still on his feet, and tripped up around the 38-yard line.
Brought down.
Combs gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage.
5-yard gain. Make it third and
offense goes back to work. Trips to the left. Single receiver to the right, I believe, is Barker. Combs back beside of Stacy. 3:48 on the clock. Stacy checks his band, and Coach Moore will call a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Thanks again to all of our sponsors, folks. We really appreciate all the fine folks we have on our sponsor list each and every week. We had a great list of sponsors last night for our middle school game. I want to talk briefly about that. If you guys were able to tune in and watch that one, wow, the talent that we have right now and the talent that we have upcoming from this middle school ball club. Eric and myself down on the field earlier were able to talk to Coach Jeremy Moore, the offensive coordinator for the middle school team. Just a great performance last night in their second round game of the middle school playoffs.
Yeah, dominant performance by Breathitt Middle School.
Coach Seth Holland doing a wonderful job. Darrell Deaton does the defense. TJ Fraley working with the special teams. And most of the time, everywhere you go with this Bobcat High School club, you'll see those middle school coaches here helping. As we see tonight, Jeremy's up here on the headset talking to the sidelines.
third down.
But the middle school last night, I could name of kids off the line, the skill kids. Everyone played exceptional. We want to give them props and tell them how proud we are of them. Trips to the left of the Cats, and they jump off sides. False start on Isaac and on Brady. Both of those guys moved early.
Play.
Back to the middle school.
False start.
Seth and the coaching staff doing an exceptional job.
5-yard penalty.
You know, Miles Holland, 1,000 passing yards.
Make it third.
Eli Thomas, 1,000 rushing yards.
Yeah,
it's just you know, these guys are totaling up things that you don't hear about in high school.
Yeah.
So
it's exciting when you think about Breathitt football right now. When you think, like you said, the talent that they've got on the field right now and the talent coming up, and then the Lumberjack program.
Stacy sits back in the pocket, plenty of time. Great blocking up front. He's going to roll out to his right, make a throw across the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught by Austin Barker, I believe. It is. Barker with a nice reception, and that'll be a first down for the Cats. People's Bank and Trust of Jackson.
Pass complete.
First down.
Barker.
All kinds of time for Stacy. And you said it earlier, Rob. Dylan, he looks a lot more comfortable back there than he did earlier in the year. Like he's settled in and he's comfortable in what he's seeing and he's comfortable in his own decisions.
Well, if you notice too, and it's hard, I know we're having to describe everything to the fans tonight, but he's not running out of the pocket. He's staying more up in the pocket when he makes those throws.
Yeah.
That time the handoff given to Kylan Combs, and Kylan going to pick up 5 or 6 yards. But Stacy's staying, used to take a snap and he'd run back 10 yards before he'd be looking down the field to throw the ball. He looks so comfortable. He's staying close to the pocket. He's trusting his linemen. He's trusting his receivers. I think that's one of the first receptions we've seen for Austin Barker here this year. And a great catch made and a pickup of, I thought that was a first down, but it's not. It's going to be second and about 2 for the Cats. Stacy with 2 backs, one each side. One of those is Isaac Wills Turner. He'll take the snap, dives into the end zone, but we got another flag down. 2:30 on the clock. And we'll see what the call is. I suspect it's going to be holding. Referee's talking it over. Stacy's out there intently watching the referee too. He's listening in.
I wonder what's the record for the number of flags in a game.
I don't know. We've probably topped the first half
on the offense.
If not, we still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left
from the spot of the foul.
So holding on the Cats, it's a 10-yard penalty.
Second,
and that's not being critical of the refs.
No,
there's been a lot
of mental mistakes.
Yeah.
So second and 11. I thought it would. Yeah, I guess that's 11. That's what it says on the board, and the down marker looks closer to 12. Give in the backfield to Corey Combs. Corey cuts it back inside. Lowers the shoulder, gets up to about the 10-yard line.
Carried by Combs.
So no flags on the play. That'll be a first down for the Cats.
Well, Corey, he leveled a couple of defenders there.
Gain of 14 on the play.
I wonder if he said, "Excuse me."
I doubt it as he was going through there. And
the 11-yard line.
He didn't waste much time getting that first down. People's Bank of Jackson first down for Corey Combs and the Cats. Stacy takes a snap. Quick screenplay over to John Carter Holland. Shake and bake, makes the man miss. 5. And he tried to get to the end zone. Ball came out as he went out of bounds. But I think they're going to mark him out. He was trying to outstretch there and get to the end zone. A good move around the 5-yard line. And Holland going to come up just short of the end zone.
Line.
You know, John Carter's another player that's kind of developed through the season. It looks more comfortable out there on the field right now.
So ball from the 1-yard line. Stacy turns and hands it off to Corey Combs. And at this point in time, you would usually hear the cannon if we were in Jackson. The Cats into the end zone again for the go time. Scoring drive by the Cats. Go time. Refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 great locations. 1:35 on the clock. Cats put another one on the board and go up 28-0 over the Admirals.
Maybe we need to get a sound effect that way.
Yeah, we could push a button. I'll let you do it. I won't do it. Kick by Terry is up, and it is good. It goes through the uprights, and they had a couple of guys coming hard at the Cats that time, unable to block it, but that'll make it 29-0 with 1:35 on the clock before the half.
You mentioned a couple guys coming hard at the kicker. Every time they've kicked it, they've been getting close to it.
Yeah, they have been. Terry got one blocked in the last game, and those guys coming hard. We'll have to take a look on the film and see where they're coming from. So the Admirals get the receiving team on the field. And the kickoff team over on the sideline talking to Coach Shorty Combs. Not coming out of their little huddle yet with 1:35 to go. Thanks again to our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy, Dippy Mart, the Law Office of Darrell Harold, Touch Automotive and Tire Works, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, YPK Motorsports, Rose Brothers Department Store, PDQ Sales and Service, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric, Family Pharmacy, Hometown Pharmacy, Variety Pizza, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, ARH, the law offices of David Johnson, Citizens Bank and Trust,
Sellers back to receive for
Big Blue Heating and Air, and Thacker Grigsby Internet and Communications. Kickoff that time going to be taken by Trumbo. He's up to about the 20. Hurdles a man. He's up to the 30. Now at the 40. Crosses the 50 to the other 40. Going to be tried to be knocked out of bounds. Stays on his feet. And he's going to walk into the end zone.
Goes in for the touchdown.
That was Trendon Sellers, number 5. I thought it was Trumbo. So Sellers takes the kickoff back around the 15, makes it to the 20, hurdles a man. And once he crosses the 30, he just had to dodge a few people. And Cat's not able to make a tackle. Looked like they may knock him out of bounds around the 20-yard line to her right, but he was able to high-step the tackle.
Yeah, that young man did a great job there keeping his feet. A couple of times they got a hand on him, a push, able to keep his feet not go down. Bobcats, as much as we have bragged on them, kind of got out of their lanes there on the kick coverage.
The extra point by the Admirals is good, and that will be
point after attempt is
a
good.
Steak and Shake touchdown
1:17 left.
for the Admirals. The scoring drive brought to you by Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their great
Danville Admirals
steak burgers and milkshakes.
Breathitt County.
So with 1:17 on the clock before halftime, Cats still up 29-7 over the Danville Admirals.
We'll get to see this Bobcat offense go back to work here now.
Thanks again, Breathitt Bank, for all you do.
You got a minute 17 on the clock. Do you come out in the hurry up and try to get down the field, maybe put some more points on the board? Or do you go in the wishbone and just try to run the clock out?
I think with this kind of a lead, if it was a close game, you may try to run the clock out. But I think with this kind of a lead, why not take advantage of the situation and give your kids, your team, the experience of like a 2-minute drill type of.
Yep. So the kickoff team for the Admirals onto the field after the kickoff return goes good for a touchdown. 1:17 on the clock. Admirals to kick it off from the 40. Receiving team for the Cats. Back deep. Isaac Wheels Turner and John Carter Holland.
Sure, set to kick
back around the 20-yard line to our right. Admirals to kick it off right in front of us. It'll go deep. It'll go back to the 20-yard line, picked up by Isaac Wheels Turner. He cuts back across midfield, makes a man miss, hurdles a man there. He's at the 40. Crosses the 50 and tripped up at the 40-yard line in Admirals territory. Isaac had his eyes on the end zone. One man able to trip him up.
Kick returned by Turner. Brought down by number 16, Caleb Wiltshire.
Great. Even though he wasn't able to get it in the end zone, that was a great return by Wheels right there.
I was listening to our executive producer here beside us, Mr. Matt Hudson. We look to have some guests up here at halftime. We won't allude to who they are yet, but one young man used to be a Bobcat, and he finds himself down here going to college in Boyle County, playing for Center.
For the Admirals.
I'll give you that hint.
Well, Rob, the Bobcats have looked pretty sharp here tonight, with the exception of a handful of penalties, but both sides have had those little mistakes here so far.
Yeah, I think both coaching staffs will be able to look at the film and have plenty of things to work on and things to talk about. There's definitely some mental breakdowns and some lapses on a few plays that we've seen some offsides, and both teams playing really loose. We talked about how comfortable the offense looked, and that's not a bad thing for the Cats. They're playing loose. They seem to be comfortable on the field, and they've been executing very well.
Yeah.
Minus those mental mistakes we talked.
Yeah, they've really been executing on both sides of the ball so far. Really have looked good. Like we said, they've just kind of picked up where they left off last week, and this game's far from over, but you want to see them finish this one out and then do that again next week against Prestonsburg.
I was just thinking we may let our special guests cover the third quarter, and we'd go in the press box and warm up.
Hey, I like the way you think.
Trips to the right for the Cats. Stacy sits back, passes the 50. Now he's going to look deep. He throws short and going to be caught by Isaac Wheels Turner, still on his feet. And he's headed to the end zone, up the sideline as he made 3 Danville Admirals miss. How he got out of that, I don't know, but there were 3 Admirals right there on him. And Wheels able to sneak out of that pile and streak up the sideline. 53 seconds on the clock.
He got out of bounds. Seems like Wheels has just gotten better as the season's gone on. I mean, he's been a playmaker all year, and just seems like he's just turned it up a notch here later in the season.
Stacy takes the snap, designed keeper, and he will roll in across the goal line. With 53 seconds on the clock, the 2-point conversion is good, and that'll make it 37-7. So the Cats with a 30-point lead, less than a minute to go before the half. Touchdown good by Isaac Wheels Turner. 2-point conversion tacked on by the one and only Dylan Stacy. QB1. And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Cats. So less than a minute to go. It's been a while. Less than a minute to go.
They all look alike.
All the fans in attendance have turned now to look to our left at our special guests.
Brothers.
Yeah, that's CA. How are we going to do this? We're going to talk to them one at a time? Okay, you got, all right. With less than a minute to go, 37-7. Cats. And it looks like this time Jaden's going to move the football over to midfield. It looks like Jaden may be setting up for another onside kick. Braxton has stepped back to the 35. We'll see who kicks it off. Gibby once again with a little pooch kick. It's going to go 10 yards. Who's going to fall on it? The Cats say they've got it. So the onside kick once again by the Cats proves successful as Jaden Gibson pooches it. It goes 10 yards, and the Cats jump on it.
Yeah, did a good job there not touching the ball before it went 10 yards. It looked like one of the Bobcats came really close to making contact with it. Can't blame Coach Moore for that. If they're able to get another score on the board, they can possibly put a running clock here on the Admirals in the first half.
53 seconds on the clock. Offense back onto the field. People's Bank of Jackson sponsoring this first down from the 46-yard line of the Admiral territory. Stacy cross midfield, finds an open Brady Tincher, stiff arm, and he gets up
pass is complete
to about the 28-yard line. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats. Chains will move, and the Cats get set. Clock still running, 43 seconds. Stacy takes the snap, looks down the field, dances out of the pocket to his right. He'll throw. Finds an open man, Austin Barker. Barker still on his feet, and he'll go down around the 9-yard line. They say the Admirals wanted to act like he coughed up the ball.
Barker.
Clock will stop with 29 seconds.
Level. Gain is
level on the tackle for the Admirals. Barker with a nice catch. Ball spotted right on the 10.
Another good play there, Rob, by Dylan Stacy. The Bobcat quarterback was looking first to John Carter Holland, who was going down the left sideline, wanted to throw a deep ball to him into the end zone, but was covered really well, so he went back across the field and found Barker for a big gain.
I wanted to give a proper introduction to our halftime guest, but the Bobcats are in the red zone and looking at the end zone once again with 29 seconds. How many points have we had scored in the last 3 minutes of this first half? Back and forth. 29.8 on the clock, 37-7. Admirals talking to their coach, going to get their defense set. Bobcats come out of their huddle from the sideline. Ball going to be spotted on the right hash, going into the end zone. And we got a whistle. Another timeout. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
That's what I get for thinking. We are back here at the Admirals Stadium. Bobcats up on the Admirals 37-7 with less than a minute on the clock. 29 seconds, 29.8 on the clock. 37-7. The Cats come back down the field, and they have it on the 10-yard line. Ball sitting on the right hash. Cats out of the huddle now. Offensive line getting set. Two receivers to the left side of the field are Tincher and Holland. High snap back to Stacy. Fires quickly into the end zone. Caught. Pass is caught by Austin Barker in the end zone.
Pass complete to Barker.
Great job by
Stacy there. Getting the high snap.
Yeah.
Beautiful throw in the end
nice
zone.
Pass right across the middle of the field on a rope. And Barker hauls it in for the touchdown. And the go time scoring drive for the Cats. Go time refresh, refill, and refuel with 8 locations to serve you. Appreciate go time being there for our scoring drive. And Braxton Terry on to kick the extra point. And the ball is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and it's good. So with 25 seconds on the clock, the Cats tack on another one. 44-7.
Point after attempt is
here
good.
In the first half. Cats offensively, Eric, on a mission here in the first half.
Yeah, they're looking good up front, blocking really well. The runners are running hard, and Dylan Stacy's just having himself a really good game. He's just looking sharper and sharper. Seems like the further the season goes on.
Good, man. How you doing? Folks, we are being invaded here in the press area. Got some halftime guests that we're going to get in here and let talk to you here shortly. The Cats go up 44-7. As soon as we can get through these last 25 seconds of the first half, who knows? We may see some more points go on the board. You just never know. I mean, this last 2 or 3 minutes in the first half, we've had an active field out here at Admiral Stadium. Braxton Terry on at the 40-yard line, getting ready to kick it off for the Cats. Admirals going to move things up a bit after that last onside kick. Cats been real successful with that onside kick, and Terry's going to boot this one away. No, a little pooch kick. And the Admiral's going to fall on it right around the 45. Are you kidding me? The ball popped out.
Yeah, on second kick.
And the Cats have recovered this one.
By the offense.
There was like 3 guys in purple that fell on that ball at the 45-yard line. The ball came out, and the Cats able to come up with it, but that will run the clock out. We're going to go to commercial break first to end the first half. Cats up 44-7. We'll be right back with some special guests here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Call the professionals at Big Blue Heating and Air. Residential and commercial, we provide HVAC and refrigeration services, including installations, replacements, and repairs. Plus, we're available 24/7 for emergencies. With over a decade of experience, we provide honest, friendly, and dependable service. And you can relax knowing your family's comfort is our top priority. Serving Montgomery, Clark, Bath, Powell, and other neighboring counties. Big Blue Heating and Air. No job too big, no job too small.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life. YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality Yamaha, Polaris, or Kawasaki vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 4 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, or Paintsville, or online at ypkmotorsports.com. Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
We're back from Admiral Stadium here in Danville, Kentucky. The Cats are up 44-7 in the first half. Just a phenomenal performance early on by the offense as they turned things up a notch. Well, speaking of turning things up a notch, we've had to knock back the fans and tell everybody no autographs, please, and women and children, please stay in your seats. We've got two celebrities from Breathitt County up here with us tonight. I wish we could have the cameras and do the whole shebang, but we'll just tell you about it. We have got with us Will Long, superstar lineman that played for the Bobcats. And we also have with us Charles Andrew Collins. We got both these guys on the broadcast here. Guys, who wants to go first? Will, it's good to see you here. It's been a while. We were just talking. It's been a few years since we've even got to converse. Tell us a little bit about your college career.
Also, that's we're going to come around and call it the ball. I call it the baseball all the time.
Yeah.
Thing that you want to do, what you got to do.
Right.
Last.
Well, like I said, superstars from Breathitt County. We're just glad that you guys came up to talk to us. CA, tell us a little bit about your career and how things are going.
Well, I'm in my third season at Campbellsville University, and it's the best season we've had since I've been there. We're 4-3 and 2-1 in the conference. Just had a head coaching change. This is his first year as the head coach there, and he has made unbelievable strides since he's been there and turned the program around. And even though we're nowhere near where I would like to be or the team, it's definitely headed in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, some positives, that's good things. I tell you what, we were talking last night in the middle school game about some things, and I looked over at Casey and I said, well, this is what it's all about. We got a sophomore lineman, one of the biggest guys we've had play in a long time, Chris Neese, out here throwing the ball around with the fourth grader at halftime of the middle school game. And this is what it's all about too. We work so hard day in and day out in the program to see you guys be successful. Tell us a little bit about what Breathitt County means to you and what the program did for you and getting you to Center College, Will. Yeah.
It's just like Carson.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of family, we love all of them. Tell us about little brother. What's he doing?
Well, he's about 5'8" now. He's playing safety for the Trick County Wildcats, and they're going to be good before he leaves there, and he's having a good time too. So
I love that guy, man. The first time I ever met him, he walks up onto the field, and your dad's like, "Let me introduce you to my son. He's going to be playing some lumberjacks for you." And Jack sticks his hand out and he says, "Hello, I'm going to be your quarterback." I love that guy.
Yeah, that'd be Jack Whaley.
Yeah. So, same question for you, CA. Tell us a little bit about what Breathitt football means to you, and tell us about, some of the highlights or maybe some of the things that helped you get to Campbellsville.
Well, as you know, I only got to play 1 year at Breathitt County, and that kind of summed it up right there for me when I had the opportunity to come back home and play at Breathitt County. I mean, there was just it had my heart. And
we welcomed you with arms wide open, that was for sure.
It was everything that I ever wanted when I got to come home and play there. And what helped me be able to go on to college and play the way I had was definitely the mentors through the coaches that I had.
Yeah.
And just my development from being around Breathitt County football as a young kid. And that's kind of how I look at it now is you see where we're at on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Our hearts in high school football, and I love getting to see everything that I always loved as a kid growing up.
I saw a picture of your dad the other day on Facebook. I don't know who had shared it, but it was the coaching staff there at Frederick Douglass, and I didn't know the other guys, but I made sure I went on and made the comment for John and said, one of the best guys in the state, you guys got him, and we think a lot of your family too. And it's great to have you guys up here. It's great to go on the road and know that you guys are down here in Central Kentucky and playing football and doing great in college. It's great to see you guys coming back out and supporting the Cats. As a Bobcat myself, I don't think at that time Eric and I probably had as many people in college that we could look up to that were Bobcats, but we had mentors and we had people that we looked up to. And anytime they would show up at practice or at a game, you wanted to soak up that knowledge as a player. If you guys had the opportunity, what would you tell this ball club right now, getting ready to go into the playoffs? We got one more regular season game after tonight. What's some things that you would tell the senior class going forward into the playoffs?
Soak it all in. It goes fast, and the harder you play, the more glad you'll be that you played that way. Right. So just go hard.
Right. All out.
You definitely. One thing I would tell them is kind of like touch on what Will said is give it all you got, soak it all up, because even when you think you did that as a player, you'll look around and you'll have regret.
Yeah.
And you never want to have that. And just even if some of these players on this team get to go play college football and have great college careers, even when they're having success on a college football field, they're going to look around and wish they're still playing high school football.
Yeah. I think that's a note all of us can agree with as far as former players. You give anything to be back on the field. Guys, it means the world to have you guys up here with us. I'm so glad you stopped by to see us. Like I said, I wish we were live streaming. We'd have a camera turned around so we could show you guys off, and all the fans that are up here surrounding you all wanting autographs. It's just one of those things, but I love that you guys came up and talked to us, and we won't keep you any longer. I know you probably got other things to do, but I appreciate y'all coming up and talking. It's good to see you all. Best of luck in your college career.
Thank you.
I wish I could load all the Bobcats up on a bus and come watch you guys on Saturdays, and come out and see you all. But just thanks so much for coming up and being supporters of the Bobcats, and thanks for being here. And we want y'all to know that we love you. Tell your families we said hello, and it's great being a Bobcat.
Amen.
Go Bobcats.
Appreciate you guys.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
It's football season, and Rose Brothers is happy again to help sponsor the Breathitt Bobcats here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. When you're outfitting your athletes or need warm weather gear, visit us at Rose Brothers. Our Under Armour, Columbia, and Simply Southern outerwear are just what you need to keep the chill away. And see our athletic and active footwear for your whole family. And we offer no-fee layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. You can always see what's going on at Rose Brothers on the web at rosebros.com. Then come see us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza. Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, right after that great Farm Bureau commercial with Chuck Price and Seth Holland on it there. We are back from Danville, Kentucky. 3 minutes left here in the halftime session. Cats up 44-7. And we were just talking about how it's great to have former Bobcats come back and be a part of the broadcast and be able to talk. And I was just mentioning that as a former Bobcat, it means a lot to have alumni come back and talk to the team and actually be in attendance, and to have two guys like Charles Andrew and Will come back and talk to us and be here and support the Bobcats. To me, that's just great, and that shows the heart, and that shows the dedication, and that shows the love of Breathitt football. And that's something that we don't get to talk a lot about, Eric. We do a lot of commercials. We're talking about sponsors. We're talking about how well the Cats are playing, but we don't get to talk a lot about the dynasty. We don't get to talk a lot about the history.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of things that's been going on Facebook, on social media, the 50 years of football that Breathitt County has celebrated. And, we have a great history. We've got 3 state championships painted up on the building, and hopefully we're going to paint up a few more. And I remember something that Coach Shorty Combs, used to tell the guys, and I'm sure he still tells some of these guys. We used to hear it a lot. We play to leave the number on the jersey in a better place than we found it.
Yeah.
And that was something that I think, always holds true for our alumni and holds true for our players. We play with the attitude that we're going to leave that jersey number better than we found it, meaning that we'll take it a little farther down the line. And got to believe, Charles Andrew and Will Long had nothing but positive things to say about this Bobcat club, and real excited about the talent we have, and even our young kids. So great to have them here, and it's a special program with a lot of special people. We talked about the coaching staff for the middle school. This coaching staff for the high school, there's some pretty good guys out there, and you put them all together and you mix everything up and all these different ideas, and it's a big job managing as much talent as you have on a team like this too. So it takes everybody it takes the whole community to raise them, so to speak.
It does. I agree with you, and I agree with both of those young men. One thing that I forget which one of them said it. I think it might have been Charles Andrew, but advice for these young men would be to soak it up. This is going to end one day.
Yeah.
And one day your football career will be over, whether you get to go to college or not. And looking back on my life, some of the most fun I had was when I was wearing the blue and white and was a Breathitt Bobcat. It was a great time, had great experiences with the coaches and my teammates and stuff. I always look back on it fondly. So you need to soak it up and just really give it everything you've got. You don't want to look back and have regrets and think, I could have worked harder, could have taken it more serious, could have put in more time or something like that. And I agree with you about having people come back, and share that with these young people. Sometimes you hear that stuff from your coaches, and, over time that can kind of turn into noise, and it helps to have somebody else come back who's been there and can share that. Sometimes it might hit you a little different. And just to talk about Breathitt football, it's a special thing. I love what we've got going on right now. It's the Lumberjacks, the middle school, and the high school. I like how everybody wants the best for the program. Nobody's out there trying to. It's not about me.
Yeah,
it's not me wanting to be the one getting the accolades and the attention as a coach. You know what I mean? There are some places where it's not like that.
Yeah,
people are always criticizing whoever is in charge.
Yeah.
Everybody here supports Coach Kyle Moore, and they're wanting at each level. They're wanting the best for our student athletes, and that's what I really appreciate about the Breathitt County football program. I think it's a special thing.
Well, I think you hit on some good points. Each one of these guys has a special level of commitment. There's a lot of sacrifices that you don't think about until you start coaching. And each of these guys have a different level of commitment. Coach Kyle Moore not only 25 hours out of 24 in the day is he thinking about football, but he's also the athletic director taking care of so many other sports in the county and so many other duties. Me and Matt were talking. We've just been busy this week. We didn't get to do our show and really talk to him. And that's one of those things that, it is hard to schedule. I know Matt a lot of times back and forth 2 or 3 times with me just trying to get a day that we could get Kyle, maybe get another coach or get a senior to join us for 20 or 30 minutes. And that comes with the dedication that it takes to be a player and to be a coach on a successful football team.
Yeah, you said it. And another thing to mention about Coach Kyle Moore, I mean, he cares about the young men of Breathitt County. I mean, look, he had to coach basketball last year, and he did an excellent job at that. So he's given a lot of himself, and you said it, making sacrifices for these young men out here. And that's what it takes is a sacrifice and the commitment. And you yourself, you don't get enough credit yourself, Rob, for everything you've done for the Breathitt football program with the Lumberjacks and things. And we appreciate the time and the commitment that you put in toward that. Without you and Chris Fudd Hayes, that thing may not have gotten off the ground and be what it is today. And I don't know that you guys really get the recognition you deserve for that. Well, I know that that's not what's important to you. Yeah. But how many of these young men out here tonight were Lumberjacks?
Quite a few of them. We talked about that before, especially in our senior spotlights with some of these guys. And I guess in our senior spotlight right now, we need to send our well wishes to Caden Bowling and family as he had the birth of a little girl today, and we want to congratulate them and wish him the best.
Absolutely.
Caden, a fine young man, and a lot of people may not realize it, but and after we did that senior spotlight that night at Variety Pizza, a lot of people have come up and said, he's an intelligent guy. Caden carried on a great interview, and Caden did a great job, and a lot of us have known that for a while with being close to him and talking to him, but maybe the fans and some of the people that don't normally get to talk or see him out in public or know him didn't know that. And Caden did. Caden gave a great interview. Like I said, we wish him the best and want to send them congratulations, him and Lexi both, and welcoming their daughter into the world. We got 12 minutes on the clock, and the Admirals kicking it off. A little pooch kick of their own, and it's going to fall right in front of the Cats. Ball still loose. Ball still on the ground all over the field, and Corey Combs comes up with it. Admirals doing a heck of a job taking a note out of the Bobcats' successful playbook here. Bobcats able to recover a couple of onside kicks here early in the first half, and that time the Admirals did a great job. The ball covered to 10 yards and bounced around, did exactly what you wanted it to do, and gave them an opportunity to recover it. But Corey Combs able to come out of there with it for the Cats. And they will spot it back at the 48-yard line. So that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats as this drive will start from the 48-yard line, just on the other side of the 50. Bobcats still moving right to left on the field here in front of us. Admirals get set on defense. Stacy, 2 receivers each side. Single back just to his right is Gibson. Gibson will take it up inside. Still on his feet. Finally tackled by number 71. I think I called that guy's name earlier tonight, and I did. That's Josiah Israel. So Gibson Israel making a nice tackle, but Gibson able to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. A good head of steam that time when he came through that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you said a tough run by Gibson, able to drag the defender for several yards before he's able to get him on the ground.
So trips to the right. Those 3 receivers, I believe, are Isaac Wills Turner, Brady Tincher, and John Carter Holland to the far side of the field. Austin Barker, the young man here just in front of us, will be the single receiver to the left. Austin having a great first half as he made 3 receptions, one of those for a touchdown. Give in the backfield to Braden Barnett. Braden picks up the first down. First time we've seen Braden come out of the backfield tonight, and a great run by Barnett.
Yeah, Barnett's another talented athlete here for the Bobcats. See more on defense than on offense, but shows he's a skilled ball carrier as well.
Braden does a great job defensively. A lot of people may take him for granted because of his size, but Braden did a lot of work in the offseason and put on some weight and a lot of muscle. And the young man looking great coming out of the backfield right then. Brady Tincher, senior, going to go to the sideline for a breather, and Braxton Terry will come onto the field as a receiver. He'll be the middle receiver here on the trip set just to the left. Stacy will get set. He'll take the snap, and he'll give again to Barnett coming up the other side around the left corner. Brayton able to pick up another 7 or 8 yards.
Another good run by a Bobcat ball carrier and great push up front by the offensive line right there, making a lot of room for the Barnett.
Not very often that I have to apologize for the weather, but here tonight the wind has just been unbelievable. We are just to the left of the press box outside with our little table and fold-out chairs, and folks, I've been standing up the last 10 or 15 minutes to keep the blood flowing. It's a bitter wind that is blowing in the flag, full tilt to our right. It's very windy here at Admiral Stadium, and the temperatures have definitely dropped. Give to Kylan Combs in the backfield, and he's going to be tripped up early. May have picked up a yard.
Or 25. Combs on the carry.
Maybe not. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Did not pick up the first down.
On the play.
8:16 on the clock.
Got a new quarterback on the field for the Bobcats.
Yes, number 3, Eli Crisp in the game. Good catch. Eli coming in here in the third quarter. Cats up 44-7. Some important minutes for Eli in the quarterback position. So Barnett and Combs will trade up positions in the backfield. High snap to Eli. He handles it, gives to Combs. Combs going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage and drove back. As small as Kylan is, it still took 3 Admirals to bring him down.
Yeah, that's one of the few plays tonight where the defense has managed to get the best of the Bobcat offensive line and cause a negative play.
Kylan doing an excellent job tonight. A freshman on this Bobcat team, starting on defense, and does so much at that safety position for the Cats defensively. But he's getting some time in the backfield tonight, and just doing a great job, making the best of his time on the field. Cats get set, 2 backs, 1 to each side of Crisp, and 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Give to Combs. Combs around the corner. He's got the middle of the field, streaks up the middle past the 10-yard line before he's brought down. Good run again by Kylan to pick up the People's Bank of Jackson first down.
Yeah, you said it. Good run by Kylan Combs right there. Showed some acceleration. I don't think I've seen out of him before. He got going in a hurry.
And go.
You know, I got a nice little 2-bottle propane heater sitting in the garage at home, just waiting for a night like tonight.
Well, that's a good place for it.
It was a great Christmas present. Yeah, I would agree with our producer here, Matt. The wind has to be pushing 25 to 30 miles an hour. Crisp back in at quarterback. He'll give to Combs again. Combs dances around inside, lowers a shoulder, and crosses the end zone. No flags down. Arms up by the referee, and that touchdown is good for Kylan Combs. Wow, what a run as he cut it back up the middle, lowered his shoulder, and took a couple defenders with him across the goal line.
Yeah, that was
that's a powerful run.
Yeah, it was a statement run for Kylan right there. He introduced himself to the Admirals on that play. And
I bet he didn't say excuse me either.
I don't think so. And one thing about it now, the Admirals, if you look, there's a slight change in their body language right now, Rob. They look to be getting just a little discouraged out there on the ball field.
Different kicker on, too. Wyatt Spencer in to do the extra point, and the kick is up. And off to the left just slightly. The referees will wave it off. But a great kick. It had the height. It had the distance just off to the left of the uprights. So the kick by Adam, no good. Great to see, Wyatt. I'm thinking about the middle school game still. Great kick by Wyatt Spencer as he puts that one up. It couldn't have missed it by much. It looked like it just sailed to the left, but a great opportunity for him to get in. And we'll see him probably more next year in the kickoff game and kicking some extra points. Good job by Wyatt. I'm sure his dad is going to say, "Hey, you could have done this."
Yeah, he may have a few words of wisdom there for him. He was a good kicker for the Bobcats in his day.
Wyatt's dad, Adam, one of the best kickers to go through our program, and also one of those folks that those fine folks we talked about that sacrifice so much of their time to help coach and work with our youth. Adam had worked with the Lumberjacks for many years as little Adam and Wyatt had both come up through the program, and just great to see both of them being successful at the upper levels in this program.
You know, thinking about kicking in 1995 when we defeated the Admirals here in the state semifinals, the difference was a field goal made by Nate the Toe Poe.
Nate the Toe Poe. So we got Spencer and Gibson both lined up to show the onside kick. We'll see who puts the boot to it, and it's Wyatt, and Wyatt does a good job on the onside kick. The ball going to go past the 45 up to about the 44 where it's fallen on by a Danville Admiral. So the Admirals will recover the onside kick with 5:48 on the clock. The score now is 50-7.
Recovered by
Cats in control, and we see even more folks, personnel changes up front for the Cats. Looks like Ogun's into the nose guard. Terry back in there. I guess that is Ethan Bowling. I thought that was somebody different, but I believe that is Ethan Bowling. So most of the defense will, starting defense will be out here that we've seen early on for the Cats. Wes Abner here in front of us lined up just past the 50. Colin Combs back at the safety behind him. Guest puts a man in motion, going to give in the backfield, and he's got a blocker. He's around the right side, but he's tripped up. That's number 3.
That's a great job there by 82. Abner able to fight through his block and not let the runner get outside of him there.
That was Boffman.
Gain of 1 on the play.
We got a Admiral player down here in front of the sideline. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Well, folks, we are back from Danville, Kentucky, where the Cats are up 50-7 over the Admirals. The young man, Boffman, able to get up off the sideline and come off the field. Sure, they'll check him out, make sure he's okay. So the offense gets set, trips to the left for the Admirals. Guest back in the backfield. Single back, tailback, back behind him is number 3. Guest going to throw down the field. He throws it up. Deep pass intended and almost picked off by Wesley Abner. Pass was intended, I believe, for Trumbo. I think that's Trumbo over here.
Trumbo.
Yeah, good job by Abner there, not letting the receiver get by him, getting his head around and on the ball, able to defend it, and like you said, almost make the interception for the Bobcats.
Good to see the old boy from South Fork getting down the field and breaking up the pass. Good job, Wes. Incomplete pass for the Admirals. And Guest and the Admirals will go back to work. Third down and 9 from the 46-yard line. Admirals trying to get into Bobcat territory. 3:37 on the clock. Guest gets set. Man in motion. It's Trumbo. He'll throw over to him, screen pass over his head, incomplete. That was Boffman. My bad. Pass intended for Boffman.
That looked like a backwards pass. I think they're going to spot the ball where it went out of bounds.
Are they? Well, I kind of thought maybe he was going to come out and go on a little bubble route, a little wheel route maybe, but he kind of flattened out. And when Guest turned to throw the ball, he just threw it over his head.
Yeah, well, he had two Bobcats there closing on him. I think he was trying to get it out of his hands as quick as he could.
I'd probably get it. I'd probably get rid of it pretty quick too. I mean, we got some pretty tough guys in there right now. Coach Moore and Coach Combs not pulling anybody off the field yet defensively. But we are expecting a punt as Colin Combs and John Carter Holland are back deep for the Bobcats. The Admirals in punt formation as they continue to get lined up. 2:30 on the clock. Cats up 50-7. On fourth down, the Admirals will punt it away from the 35-yard line. There's the snap. Here's the kick. The kick is up. It's a pretty good punt. Probably one of the best ones we've seen here tonight. The Combs tried to come in and catch it and drop the ball.
Looks like he may have lost his footing there, Rob.
He did. He was trying to get to the ball, make the catch, and lost his footing and fell.
Was muffled.
But the ball went right into the arms of Trumbo for the Admirals
at the 45-yard line.
So that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals on the muffed reception. And Trumbo just Johnny on the spot, right time, right place. Ball falls right into his arms, and they'll spot him down at the 40 or at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, best field position for the Admirals since they had it inside the red zone there early in the game.
Empty backfield for Guest. He'll throw it deep, looking down the sideline. Got a man down there, but Abner's on him. Once again, that was Braden Boffman. Pass intended for him. And Abner helps him up. Had a pretty good-looking pass that time for Guest. And Boffman was right there. Ball was on the spot. But guess who else was there? Wesley Abner. Good defensive play by Wes.
Yeah, Abner, he's looks like they're trying to test him out here maybe. Second or third time, I think they've targeted him. And, he's showed up and played good defense so far.
I'll tell you what, the wind lets up and I step back down here and then it picks up again and I got to get back behind the corner and get warm. Guest rolls out of there to his left. He's looking down the field, being chased out of there by a couple of Bobcats, and he's going to be brought down. Trumbo, number 24 for Breathitt County, and Colby Bird, Brady Tincher, all in on that one. But Bird and Trumbo
by number 52.
Chasing him all over the field. That time, Colby Bird gets him down. So good defensive play by Bird.
Yeah, that was good persistence there by Bird. Actually, lost containment there, but stayed with the play. And another Bobcat able to come up there and cause the ball carrier to turn back in, and Bird able to break the tackle.
Number 24 for the Bobcats, Trumbo, able to contain him a little bit and force him back inside, and that's where Colby Bird was able to make the tackle and the stop for the Cats. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. We'll take a quick break and go to commercial. We'll be back from Danville, Kentucky.
Call the professionals at Big Blue Heating and Air. Residential and commercial, we provide HVAC and refrigeration services, including installations, replacements, and repairs. Plus, we're available 24/7 for emergencies. With over a decade of experience, we provide honest, friendly, and dependable service. And you can relax knowing your family's comfort is our top priority. Serving Montgomery, Clark, Bath, Powell, and other neighboring counties. Big Blue Heating and Air. No job too big, no job too small.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
We are back. The Bobcats up 50-7. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock to start the last quarter of district action here for the Bobcats in 2023. Final district game for the Cats. They will flip sides. So now Danville going right to left. Guest will sit back, look down the middle of the field. He throws towards the sideline, and he's got a man there. Ball falls incomplete. That was Boffman, intended receiver. Ball goes incomplete.
Yes. Again, Wesley Abner showing up strong on the coverage right there, able to deflect the pass.
Abner and Barker both closing in on Boffman as the pass intended for him was knocked down. Another good pass by Guest. Guest seems to be a little bit more comfortable back in the pocket. He's the Admirals going to the air here, trying to get some points on the board late in the game.
They had some success there early in the game. Got down inside the red zone, not able to score on that particular possession.
3 receivers to the right. Guest will roll to his right. He'll throw across the field. And pass intended, incomplete, broken up by Colin Combs. That's a different intended receiver, I believe.
Guest pass intended for Tanty.
Number 13.
Falls incomplete.
Good defense there by Colin Combs. A lot of times when you come up behind a receiver like that, you draw the interference. So he was able to time that just right, knock the ball away.
Sophomore Jaden Tandy was the intended receiver, number 13. The ball thrown right to him. Colin Combs skying up to knock it down. So that'll be a turnover for the Admirals, and the Bobcats will come out with the People's Bank of Jackson. First down from the 37-yard line. Chris back in at the quarterback. Running back to both sides of Chris, 2 receivers to the left. Ball spits out, comes loose, and Colin Combs falls on it to cover it up.
Yeah, just a little bit of a high snap. Chris did a good job to get it, but not able to handle it cleanly.
Recovered by Combs.
Not able to make a clean handoff to Combs. Though.
Yeah, Colin did a good job just falling on it, covering it up.
4-yard loss on the play. Second.
Loss of 4, so 2nd and 14 for the Cats from the 33-yard line. Chris looks to Coach Moore for the call. 18 seconds on the play clock. 9:24 on the game clock as it continues to roll. 6 seconds now. Chris waiting on the snap. He'll call for it. Takes it. Hand off to Combs. Combs up inside around the left corner. And he'll meet a Admiral after a pickup of about 6 yards. So a good hard run by Colin Combs again.
Brought down on the play by number 19, Gavin Walker.
Colin Combs having himself a nice game here tonight, Rob. Playing well on offense, defense, both.
Colin runs very similar to his dad, Kenneth.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him as Shorty. Colin runs very similar to him. Colin may be a little faster. I think he's got a little more gear there when he gets up and going.
I think so, but he's also a few inches shorter and several pounds lighter.
Yeah.
You know, his dad was, 6 foot something, 235 pounds and running like a 440.
That's where Corey comes in. Corey looks more like Shorty. Chris going to keep it up around the corner, tries to pick up the first down. He's up close to the first down marker. I believe he got it. He did. That'll move the chains. So Eli Crisp able to pick up the People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank working together to build success. The Bobcats have been successful tonight. First down after first down and through the air and on the ground. A very balanced attack for the Cats offensively and defensively. I don't think you could have asked for a better game defensively. They've been able to come out and just shut down anything that Danville tried. They've swarmed to the football and looked very good defensively. Maybe a few tackles here and there that didn't go the way they should have, but for the most part, the Bobcats, I'll give them an A for their defensive efforts here tonight. They've played very well. Crisp gets rid of it, hit as he's thrown, and to go out of bounds incomplete.
Yeah, I think you're right. At every level, the Bobcats have looked good tonight. The offensive and defensive lines, the backfields on both sides of the ball, they've really managed to put a complete game together here tonight.
I was thinking about last week with Leslie County, and even early on in the game, and I even talked about it, I expected it to be a game of quarters. Who's going to win this quarter? Who's going to win the third quarter to really come out on top? And the Bobcats just came out early on in that game and set themselves apart from Leslie County. And they did that here tonight early on against Danville. As you see Chris give it to Trumbo. Trumbo still on his feet up the sideline. That young man, as soon as he got the ball in the scrimmage against Belfry early on, went straight for the end zone.
Number 17.
And the same thing here tonight, just shy of the end zone. Trumbo takes the handoff and gets past a number of defenders from Danville and scurries up the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds.
Looks like a mass substitution here for the Admirals. Going to get some different players from playing time, I think.
So Trumbo for the Cats able to move it up the field and pick up the People's Bank of Jackson first down. A great run by Trumbo.
Yeah, he showed great acceleration right there. As soon as he got the ball, he just took off like a rocket up the sideline. Was difficult to bring down also, able to drag a few defenders.
Bad snap by the Admirals, and it's going to be handled by Boffman.
Carried by Braden Boffman.
Yeah, I thought we got the first down, but obviously we didn't. I thought Trumbo had a heck of a run, and I was bragging on him. The next thing I know, the Admirals are taking the snap.
I think they must have caught him out of bounds a little sooner than what we thought.
I thought so too. I thought he'd got the first. Guest going to make this throw, and it's short, incomplete, intended.
Well, that explains the mass change of players there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was watching too. I was thinking, they don't have a lot of subs, but that pass was intended for DeMontre Trumbo of the Admirals, and it falls incomplete. So Guest will go back to work. It'll be third down for the Admirals from the 18-yard line, and they're moving right to left. We got some new players on defense for the Cats also. Guest going to sit back. He looks, goes, throws deep down the field. Kylan Combs skies up, tries to get the interception, and it'll fall incomplete.
Going back to what you said last week against Leslie County about it being a game of quarters, yeah, you're right. The Bobcats, they came out and they've looked like a different team the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They've looked more comfortable. They've been playing disciplined football, which is something that you want to see here late in the season, heading into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're playing fast, aggressive, and the word we used last week was intensity.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Coach Kyle Moore and the rest of his staff were pleased when they watched last week's game, and they told the guys to keep it up this week, and that's what they managed to do.
Well, Dylan Stacy has accepted that role at quarterback, and he has done a fine job here in the second half of the season leading the Bobcat offense. And you made mention of that before, too. I really feel like Coach Moore and Dylan Stacy have really worked together. And you mentioned it before that they were Coach Moore was using his quarterback and using him and using his strengths. And I think that is very evident as Dylan has been able to execute, and he looks good in the pocket. And he's made some good decisions in this game. He made some really good decisions last week too. And it's fun to watch these guys grow. And this team, we've watched them grow throughout the season. And things didn't go their way, and that's what so many coaches preach about in football is adversity. And we always tell the guys, if something doesn't go right one play, forget about it, because you got 25, 30 other plays to get it right.
Yeah, and something you hear out of coaches a lot is they got to have a short memory.
Yeah,
I think with the scrimmage against Pipe, when the game against Belfry, I think it kind of stuck with this team for a while.
Yeah,
and it took them a little while to get over it, but I think they've managed to forget about it now, and they're playing strong football.
Yeah. Chris going to give to Barnett in the backfield. Barnett finds the middle of the field. He's trying to outrun a couple guys. He'll get knocked down. He crosses the 50 into Admiral territory up to the 45. So another big People's Bank of Jackson first down for Braden Barnett.
Barnett starts running like that, he's going to be seeing a few more snaps on offense, I bet.
Well, I mean, and you start thinking about offensively and talking about how successful Braden's been. You think about the ball carriers we've had tonight. There's been 4 or 5 guys getting touches and making the best of it. Kylan and Braden and Trumbo.
Corey Combs had some good runs. The only Bobcat that hasn't had good runs tonight is Caden Bowen, and he's not suited up.
He didn't get to suit up. Congratulations again to Caden. Wish them the best. Chris back in the backfield with Trumbo. He'll turn, give to Trumbo. Trumbo dances up inside, makes a man miss, still on his feet.
Did he lose the ball?
I think the ball came out. One of the Admirals
on the play
has got it, and the Admirals will take possession of the football after the fumble by the Bobcats. So with 1 minute and 27 seconds, the Admirals with a little life here at the end of the fourth quarter.
You see Trombone there smacking himself on the head. That was the makings of a great run right there.
Yeah.
He was just, trying to do a little spin move. Somebody put their head on the ball. He needs to forget about that if he gets another opportunity.
Well, it was right in that point where he was crossing from the defensive line into that linebacking core, and he got spun around, and somebody may have punched the ball out from behind. The Admirals will take over People's Bank of Jackson first down for Guest, and the Admirals, as he's chased out of the pocket, he'll throw it short across the field up to the 40. It is caught, and he is tackled. Colin Combs with the tackle.
Guest pass.
And that was number 5.
Sellers.
That was Sellers on the reception for the Admirals.
Gain on the play.
Admirals are going to hurry.
For
about 30 seconds left in the game here.
Admirals.
33 seconds on the clock. The Admirals, I believe, will call a timeout, and they'll bring the troops over to the sideline. We'll take a quick break with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
33 seconds on the clock. Here, the final district game for the Cats here tonight. They'll be successful coming into Danville and knocking off the Admirals. The score right now is 50-7. The Cats will go away victorious. Just waiting on the final seconds. Probably the final play coming up for the Admirals as they'll come onto the field after the timeout. Admirals still, this, like we said, we commend Coach Parks and the Admirals, the troops that they have on the sideline, the team, not a big team. They don't have a lot of kids on the field. They don't have a lot on the sideline, I should say. But the kids that they have on the field have continued to fight all night. They continue to look for positive yards. Guest doing a pretty good job at quarterback. He's had a few opportunities. We see one there as he throws that one up. The pass is caught into the end zone for the Admirals.
Pass complete to number 2, Bubba Trumbo.
Trumbo will make the catch for the Admirals and go in for a score.
Admirals!
They'll call pass interference, I believe, on the Bobcats. I don't think it matters that the penalty will probably be waived off. He picked up his flag pretty quick. Coach out here talking to the White Hat, the lead referee. Pass interference on the defense. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line. Touchdown is good. That is a Go Time touchdown for the Admirals. We appreciate Go Time and Steak and Shake sponsoring all of our scoring plays here tonight. And Guest and the offense for the Admirals will stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Guest calls for the snap. He'll take it, roll out to his right. Chased out of there by Braden Barnett. Has to check up. He comes back across the field. Another Bobcat. He gets away from that tackle and finally brought down by Trumbo of the Cats. And Guest brought down right around the 5-yard line, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
That's a great individual effort there by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Able to evade 3 different tacklers, but the fourth man was able to get his hands on him and get him to the ground.
28.3 on the clock. That'll make it 50-13. We appreciate all of our sponsors being here with us tonight. We appreciate these guys being here last night, too. We've got to bring you 2 great nights of football coverage for Breathitt County with the middle school and the high school. The Cats come to Danville, and it's a statement win for the program to come to Danville and get a win. It's not very often that you travel into Central Kentucky and pick up a win like this. Mountain football still alive and well. The Bobcats come to Danville, and they will pick up the win. Still got 28 seconds on the clock. I think we're going to have time for the kickoff and kickoff return. We'll see what they do with the clock. I expect that Coach Moore will let the clock run out when he does finally get possession.
Yeah.
So the pass interference penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, and the Admirals will be kicking from the 45-yard line, already in Bobcat territory.
I think we'll see another onside here.
I mean, it's possible at this point. Anything is possible. You know, they may. The kicker is backed up about 10 yards. It doesn't really look like it, but he could possibly kick the top of the ball and try to get another one. And he does. And it'll take a hop. It'll go the 10 yards.
I think they touched it before
I don't think it went 10 yards.
It didn't, but they're going to give it to him. Unless they change their mind.
The clock is running down to 4 seconds. Don't know who got possession of that one. It's not going to matter. As the horn will sound and the time will run off the clock. The Bobcats come to Danville, and they'll go away victorious, 50-13. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to recap this one on BSN.
Back in action next Friday.
YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality Yamaha, Polaris, or Kawasaki vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 4 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, or Paintsville, or online at ypkmotorsports.com.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Folks, we are back from Danville, Kentucky, where the Breathitt County Bobcats came calling on the Admirals, and they didn't take it easy on them. Foot on the gas all night long, 50-13. Cats with a big-time district win. This will solidify them in the number 2 spot in the district play. And the Cats victorious 50-13. A lot of things going right for the Cats, a few little mental mistakes. But, Eric, you got to be overall impressed with the execution and the play all over the field tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bobcats, they had another, complete game here tonight, just like last week against Leslie County. Coach Moore's got to be proud of the way his kids executed and the heart they showed the last couple of weeks. But, something tells me that the Prestonsburg Blackcats are going to be a tough opponent next week. So they need to close out the season strong with a win. That's always a tough game when the Bobcats and the Blackcats get on the field together. So I really want to see next week the same thing we've seen this past 2 weeks. I want to see the same aggressiveness and intensity, and above all, I want to see disciplined play. And if they can do that, then they're going to be in a good spot heading into the playoffs.
Prestonsburg, always a tough opponent, and another good rivalry game, if you will. Prestonsburg and Breathitt, there's a lot of good games between these two ball clubs. we'll look forward to going over there next week and playing the Black Cats. The Cats victorious here tonight. Guys, I don't know what to say. Things just keep getting better on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Last night was a great broadcast. The Leslie County game, I had the time of my life. It was a great game, great broadcast. And once again here tonight, we got to love Breathitt football. We had some special halftime guests with Will Long and Charles Andrew Collins. I want to wish them the best and the best of luck in their college careers, and just thankful that they were here to be with us. That'll do it for Bluegrass Sports Nation. For Brendan Miller, Matt Hudson, I'm Rob Hounshell, Eric Collins. We appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. We'll catch you next week over at Prestonsburg.